Hello everyone, so welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are doing a machine learning project which is a prediction of score based on study hours. So it is part of my internship project which I am taking under the Spark Foundation. And about myself, I am Tasin and this is my email. You may contact me if you have any query regarding this project. So these all are the content that I am going to cover. So about this project, we are going to build a machine learning model that will predict the score of a student or the marks of a student based on the hours he or she has spent on studying. For this purpose, I'm using linear regression model so that we can predict score. And there is a fact that this is a supervised machine learning model example because it is taking it is learning from the labeled data because I'm providing it the data set. So about linear regression model, it gives the from the name we can say that it's quite obvious that it will give the model is linear, so it will provide us a linear graph. So what is this linear regression model is? It is a model that that makes the relationship between the dependent variable, which is y, and one or more independent variable x. So here, so you may get this clear from this equation, which is y is equal to b naught, or you may see beta naught, which is a y-intercept, plus b1 x1. So x is our input and y is our output. So if it is if there is only one input, and that would be simple regression model, and this is example of it. But if you may have different inputs like b2 plus b2 x2 plus b3 x3, so then that model will be multiple regression model. And by the way, this b1 b2 or b3, these are the coefficients. And next, so this is how the graphs looks of linear regression model. It is a linear line. So it is a linear line, and you may know that the line equation is y is equal to mx plus c. So it is basically same thing. C is intercept. So here we are just using different variables, coefficients. So in our this project, we have two variables. X is our input, which is number of study hours, and y is our output, which is score. So on the base of hours, we will get score, and this is the linear regression plot that we are getting. So now if I get a question that what would be the predicted score of a student if he or she studies 9.25 hours per day, so this model should quickly answer me the predicted score, and that's what I am going to look into further, and I will tell you what would be the predicted score. Not I will tell you, but my model will tell you what would be the predicted score for in our that is present in our Google Colab. So let's go there. Let's go to our Google Colab file. So here it is. I have already run it. So first we have to import some of the libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. So NumPy is for numerical values or arrays. Panda is for visualizing or for tabular, for handling structured data like tables, tabular data like from Excel file or CSV file. Matplotlib is used for visualization of the data. Next, I am going to collect my data. For that, I have this URL. I am going to just PD is Panda, and I am going to read this URL, and then I'm printing this data, which is this hours and scores. It has hours and scores. And next, I'm if you want to know further about what kind of data set you have, and if you want to visualize it, you may see head. You may write head. So you may write head, and in the bracket you may write 5, so it will show you the 5 entries, first 5 entries of this data set. And info will tell you the data types like float and integer. It is telling me float here and integer, so that's what it does. And also it is telling me that the range is 25 entries, 0 to 24. Next, I'm going to pre-process my data set. For that, I'm allocating what would be my input and what would be my output. So for input, I am writing data dot ilocate, whatever the data locate except the last column, um, which is obviously score. And then y is the label or output, and that is score. Then I'm splitting my data set, and I'm splitting in the ratio of 0.2, like 20% of my data would be used in testing, and rest 80% will be used in training. And random state, if I put here 0, then every time I will run this file, I will get a different output. But if I write non-zero value, then I will get same output. Then machine learning model algorithm training I have to do. For that purpose, I'm using linear regression, and I have fit my training data set. And for prediction, I have to predict. So I am predicting on my input data set, test data set, to get my output, predicted output. So this is the predicted output that I got. So if you see here, so I'm getting score on the basis of on the basis of hours. I'm getting score. So if I now if I have to visualize my actual versus predicted score, I may write like this: pd.data frame. It will give me tabular form. And actual y test, actual of my actual output was present in y test, and predicted I got from y predict. So here it is showing me that actual was 67 score the student got, but it predicted 61. Now if I have to visualize, I can simply visualize this linear regression graph, and here it is. So below is the linear regression line, and this is these round red circles are basically x and y. Study scores versus study hours versus score values. That's what we are showing here in red. Then if we have to evaluate our model, so we are importing matrix, and then we are getting mean absolute error. That is showing me the error 5.65, which means that that's this much difference is between my test actual input versus my predicted output. Actual output versus predicted output. And similarly, if I have to get R square, which is also one of the quality to evaluate the model, so I'm getting 0.94, which means that it is close to 1, which means that my model is best fit. And also if you are having a multiple data like classification model, then you can get the accuracy rate. Otherwise, you may use these mean absolute error and R square to get the information about your input and output data. Sorry, actual and output and predicted data. Then I have to test my own data, which was this question that I have to solve. So for example, if I take hours is 9.25, then I'm predicting it, and this is what I got, 90.99. That means that if a student has spent 9.25 hours, it will he or she will get the score 90.999. So this is what our graphs also shows, at 9.25, and this would be our score, like this. So that's all from my side. So thank you very much for with me. So you may also use this code. I will share it in the description. You may use this to get your project done.